Visual semiotics is a message system in which representation through use of language and symbols is used to create meaning about the world. Essentially, semiotics explains the ways that we make meaning through images. What we see can be interpreted in many different ways. How we see is shaped by what we know, our personal beliefs, and the context or time and place of the image. Semiotics is composed of three elements that work together to express meaning. These three elements are called the sign, the signifier, and the signified. The sign is a blanket term that refers to the recognizable combination of the signifier and the signified. Here are some common combinations that most of us are probably familiar with. The American flag is a well-known sign internationally. The flag is a direct representation of the United States that most people can recognize immediately. Many also associate the flag with meaning of freedom, independence, and nationalism. Like many traffic signs, the stop sign is almost universally known. Most people can see a stop sign and understand the message to yield. The signifier is defined as the form which a sign takes. A signifier can be either a word or an image. A good way to think of the signifier is as the vessel that carries the message. The message or the signified is the mental concept represented by the signifier. In other words, the meaning the viewer associates with the word or the image they're seeing. Let's look at an example. When we see or hear the word cat, we mentally picture the animal. In this case, the cat would be the signifier and the image of the cat the signified. This process is called signification. Signs can be categorized into three different groups: iconic, symbolic, and indexical. Symbolic signs are determined by convention and learned through culture and experience. These signs have arbitrary meaning and represent a symbol that must be learned. For example, the Statue of Liberty representing New York City. Iconic signs look like what they represent and are more direct, such as the example of the cat and the image of the cat. Finally, indexical signs are physical signs that show a causal relationship. For example, smoke being a causal link to a fire. This process and the meaning we understand from images can also be described through denotation and connotation. Denotation refers to the literal definition of a subject, and connotation represents our associated or expressive meaning. The final product in the relationship between signifiers and signified is called code. Encoding represents the creation of a message from the image, while decoding describes the interpretation process of the image's meaning. Every day, without even realizing it, we use visual semiotics to help us make sense of the world around us. Images help us form opinions, understand a message, and express our ideas. Through visual semiotics, we are able to interpret signs and patterns of symbolism.